This is Lenith D. Casinillo, BS8 Math 1A.
What are community needs? Community needs are gaps between what services currently exist in a community and what should exist. It may be helpful to categorize gaps based on these four types of community needs. So, first, perceived needs, second, expressed needs, and third, absolute needs, and fourth, the last is relative needs. Perceived needs are based on what individuals feel their needs are. Perceived needs are very subjective, and the standard may change based on each point of view. However, it's important not to dismiss perceived needs as just opinion, taking into account the feeling and concern of community members is an essential component of your assessment. Perceived needs refers to an individual's own judgment about the necessity or benefits of a particular service, and assigned assessed need is based on clinical or screening evaluation of an individual's level of impairment in specific area pertinent to each service. For example, the higher the incidence of the disease, the higher is the perceived needs. Expressed needs are defined by what individuals have already voiced as a need. For instance, community members may have complained to local officials about broken street light. So, these complaints are expressed needs to be accomplished. However, make sure you're mindful of the false assumption that all people will with need seek help. So, expressed needs is the need which they say they have. People can feel need, which they do not express, and they can express need they do not feel. Numerical weight control groups and exercise classes an example of express needs. They are provided in response to demand. Not all felt need is turned into express needs or demand. Absolute needs are the demand universal, including those for survival, food, water, safety, and clothing. If community members don't even have clean running water, these absolute needs shall be a top priority to consider. Example of absolute needs. Absolute priority is when household income is below a certain level, which makes it impossible for a person or family to meet basic needs of life, including food, shelter, safe drinking, water, education, healthcare, and others. Last, relative needs are rendered necessary based on equality and depend on current circumstance and the norm. The standard may also vary based on population, difference, and social context. For instance, providing student wide access to computers isn't necessary. But with digital literacy now so important to education, the lack of computers might be demand a relative needs. Relatives needs gap between level of service existing in similar communities or geographic areas. Relatives needs are rendered necessary based on equality and depends of current circumstance and the norm. That standard may also vary based on population difference and social context. For instance, providing students with, with access to computers isn't necessary.